Hello and welcome to Insights. This is Harikumar. Hit by a severe financial crisis, the left government in Kerala and the Communist Party, the CPIM, have discarded their antipathy towards private capital. The Kerala government is now wholeheartedly inviting investors to the state. In the budget for the year 24-25 presented by State Finance Minister K.N. Balagopal in the Assembly recently, there is a dream of bringing rupees 3 lakh crore investment to the state in 3 years. This sounds a big amount to average Malayali. But the fact is it is not. Recently, the Tamil Nadu government held a global investor meet there, and the promised outcome or the promised investment from the meet was rupees 6 lakh crore, over rupees 6 lakh crore. Almost at the same time, Gujarat government also held a global investment meet there, and the promised MOUs or the MOU signed were to the tune of rupees 26 lakh crore. Now look at the difference. The Kerala government cannot even dream big. That is no wonder, because money is always considered, or capital was always considered to be something bad, devilish in Kerala. The word commercialization is something derogatory in the state. It's an attitude. For example, communists, when they criticize any move of the central government, even now and even earlier when Congress was ruling, they would allege that the government is commercializing. This is frowned upon. For example, if you say commercializing education sector, commercializing healthcare, oh, this is a great wrong, something a serious mistake. This was the outlook, the attitude. That was the way communists perceived things. Now, let us come back to the present. The Kerala government is expecting 3 lakh crores, but who is going to invest in the state? Does the government has any plan to bring investors to the state? How is the government going to remove their fears, instill confidence, change the investment climate? Let us look at the neighboring states. Recently, during the World Economic Forum, our neighboring states, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, and even Maharashtra, sent their teams there. The Karnataka team was headed by Chief Minister. Telangana and Maharashtra teams were also headed by the respective Chief Ministers. Tamil Nadu also sent a team under their Industries Minister. So look at the importance they give to the meets. They opened their own stalls. They held discussions with leaders from many countries. They also held discussions with CEOs of many big companies, and they had a very solid plan to attract investment. But Kerala didn't send any team. Then what is the government's strategy for inviting or bringing investment? God knows. Now let us take a hind look or walk down the memory lane, and we will be surprised and shocked by the treatment meted out to investors in Kerala. It was only a couple of years ago, an investor, Sergeant Paril, committed suicide in Kannur. He invested around more than rupees 25 crore to build a convention center in Antur municipality, where The wife of present CPIM State Secretary Mr. M.V. Govindan was the chairperson. The man, Sergeant Paril, also had communist links, but he had to encounter many difficulties. He tried to get a solution for it, but he didn't get, not only he didn't get any solution, he was humiliated also. He was helpless. He had invested a life's terms in earnings there. He thought that it was his own place and he would get security to his investment, but that didn't happen and he committed suicide. In Kollam, there was an incident near Punalur where again an NRI investor started a small scale workshop. It is an SME. The man returned from Gulf after working there, toiling there for many years. However, he had to commit suicide. His name was Sugadan. And the reason was the local CPI leaders troubled him. There are mafias everywhere in Kerala. You know, nowadays there may not be many strikes by trade unions. Workers are actually not responsible for the bad or the crisis in business and industry in Kerala at present. It is actually there are mafias where politicians, officials, policemen, and other vested interest groups control things. These mafias want money, extract money from investors. They create a very hostile climate there, and the result is the investors will have to flee. Almost a similar thing happened in Kottayam. An investor, again, he is at presently working in UK. He wanted to build a sports complex at Manyur, his panchayat, but there also the panchayat officials refused to give him the building number, citing some very minor reasons. And everywhere from the reports that appear in the media, it seems that officials cite rules to discourage investors, or the rules are interpreted in such a way as to discourage investors. This is what happens in the state. Another tourist bus owner, the name of the bus is Robin Bus, also faced or he is facing the same situation. One doesn't know the latest status of his encounter with the motor vehicle department. There are many such incidences. These are only a few. There are countless incidences. So this is what makes Kerala a deathbed for investors. And just promising to take steps to bring investment, huge investment to the state is unlikely to help, because the whole system has to be changed lock, stock and barrel. The whole system, there is a whole ecosystem which is against investors. Right from our childhood days, we are forced to think that business is something bad or trading is something bad. So investors don't get the respect they deserve. So this is the problem. It cannot be solved easily. If you look at the top 5 FDI destinations or the top 5 states in India that received the highest foreign direct investment in the last 5 years, Kerala doesn't feature there. Our neighboring states, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu features. Karnataka is in fact the second and Tamil Nadu is the fifth. These neighboring states have certain areas where they have developed their expertise. For example, in Tamil Nadu, the state is very well known or preferred as investment destination by automobile companies. Many of the big automobile manufacturers in India are based in Tamil Nadu. When it comes to aerospace industries and information technology, it is Karnataka. When it comes to drone, defense technology, etc., it is Hyderabad. Kerala needs to remember that we are going to compete with such professional states where bureaucratic bottlenecks are less, the politicians are somewhat friendly. There may be corruption everywhere, but again, there it seems that corruption is less. Or once you give somebody money, they won't harass you every day. In Kerala, corruption is decentralized. Right from the top to the bottom, an investor will be exploited by different mafias. So he has no escape. Who will come to Kerala to lose their hard earned money? They are finding unknown dangers, threats. The bureaucracy and the politicians are hostile. Anytime anything could prop up. So an average investor shies away from Kerala. Actually, I forgot to tell you one of the most pertinent examples. That was that of Sergeant Jacob, the owner of Kitex Industries. He planned to invest rupees 3000 crore in Kerala. That would have brought jobs to at least a few hundreds of people directly and many more hundreds indirectly. But unfortunately, he had to face hostile the hostile attitude of the local MLA and other politicians. He left Kerala, he fled from Kerala, and he invested the money in Telangana where he got a red carpet welcome. So this is why investors flee from Kerala. The traditional industries of Kerala like cashew and coir have also migrated. That was because of the attitude of communist parties against mechanization. Those times were times of trade union militancy, and no wonder the investors first they fled to Tamil Nadu, that is the neighboring district of Trivandrum, Kanyakumari district. Then many of them went out of India, they migrated to African countries, and they set up their own good businesses there. Who suffered? Actually, the youth of Kerala suffered. The unemployed youth of the state suffered. And the present situation in Kerala, the investor hostile attitude cannot be changed merely by making an announcement in the budget. The Kerala government and the communist parties need to change their attitude and policies. Only then, even we can think of, even then it may not be easy because our neighboring states are ahead of us at least by 50 years. That is for now. Meet you with another issue next time. Till then, goodbye.